Alright, hello everybody. I have a ton of the cats in here. They just followed me in here. I figured I was gonna do what I said I was gonna do, and that is show y'all what is in the puppy bag. Hello, Seer. Although now I'm kind of wondering if Starlight is in labor. Now that could still mean that she's gonna go in like 2 days. Because the thing about pre-labor, watch her. She can get in that box. She wants to, but the cat's in there. Pre-labor can last 2-3 days. It just, you know, it's dependent on the animal. She's trying to get in my lap. And the reason I say that I feel like she's potentially in pre-labor, both her and Seer yesterday evening, but this morning especially, have been isolating themselves from the other dogs. And that is usually pretty indicative of pre-labor, because they want to prepare for giving birth, so they want to get away from other animals, obviously, to protect their puppies. Although Starlight, personally, I feel like she is in more distress than Seer is. Which is possible that she'll go first because of the dates. Sacer's in here. She's in heat. So she has turned into a full-grown fledged lady. I see you. I see you, baby. Cute buddy. So ignore the cats. They're everywhere. Alright. I'll start with the stuff that I couldn't fit in my bag. We have a large heating pad for Starlight. Although we are expecting nice weather. It is supposed to get cold soon. We use heating pads over overhead lamps because overhead lamps are quite dangerous. We have used them in the past. And the female dogs like to char their hair on the lamp. Because to really get the kind of heat that you need, the lamp has to be kind of close. Just dangerous overall, and for whatever reason, we've not gotten lamps that consistently work. So we had heating pads last time and really liked that. So we have a large heating pad for Starlight. We got these. They are wart band-aids. And the reason we have these is because if a mom harasses an umbilical cord and we need her to leave it alone. Obi, hush! This is what we use. We put it over the umbilical cord. Nothing else. Just put that over the umbilical cord and let it pretty much leave it on until the umbilical is done and over with. Because once you put these on, they're quite sticky. Hey! Quiet down. Sorry about the dogs. Peyton's outside with somebody who's interested in potentially one of our ones we're trying to rehome, and most of the dogs are inside and they're being obnoxious. Anyway, so yeah, there's these. I didn't know which kind to use, which one would be best, because I want one that's less sticky, but I don't know which one will be less sticky. Because bellies on puppies are very delicate. So once you put it on, you kind of want to leave it on until it's kind of starting to peel off to get it off, because you don't want to tear their skin. I have 2 of these. This is Propectolin. This is used for loose stool. We use this for usually we use this on young puppies only because of the fact that they've gotten coccidia has been the consistent with us. they've gotten coccidia. They need some help firming the stool up because diarrhea is a quick way to lose a puppy. We also use these on our adult dogs when they decide to randomly have diarrhea, to get it to stop real quick. It works really well. We really like it, so we always have it on hand. It's also just generally a tummy smoother. You know, so if their tummy's upset, it helps. Dedicated washcloths for the birthing process. Hey, hey, you okay? Quit. Dedicated washcloths for the birth. I got those in a specific color for that reason. You okay? You're being obnoxious. Alright, and here's my bag. So we're gonna go through this when they're not screaming. That's just them playing. They're just being aggravating. Okay, this bag has kind of like, I don't want to say critical items in it because I haven't stocked it fully, but so it has the nasal sucker. I have used that. It has gauze tape and gauze pads just in case there's a wound of some sort. That's Petal. And here there are umbilical scissors and umbilical forceps. I haven't used this before. I would just hold the umbilical while the mom chewed it off, but I'm gonna try this time. So it just clamps onto the cord, and then I will let the mom chew it off and then unclamp it. That is for butt stuff. Calcium. Now we have full tubes of this. I think I have it in the bag somewhere. Hey, hey, stop it. Petal. Petal. I'm gonna get on to you guys. Hey! Stop it. You see them being menaces? Petal. Quiet. You. Quiet. I'm sorry. They're all riled up. It's early in the morning. Normally we'd have them outside running and playing or on the porch. Okay, so there's that. Two bottles. These are baby bottles. This is the kind that we found so far works the best. They liked it the best last time. We have all this stuff. We tried all these different nipples and all these different bottles. They didn't really like it. They liked this the most. These are feeding tubes. I think this one is too large to use. Maybe on a collie puppy if it's a little older. This is for Pomeranians. We have it just in case, all those bottles just in case, but they like these the best. I have a random blanket in there. Puppy pads. Usually we put these down for the birthing process, but honestly, our females have never liked it. Don't know why, they don't. This absolute must for anyone who is a breeder. Fenugreek increases milk production. So if anything goes wrong, like we had last time, this is what you need to boost the milk production in the mom. Absolute necessity. Alright, and then I have all this. So this is the same as that, but they rebranded it. It is calcium. We use this during labor just a little bit, usually halfway through, what we feel like is halfway through. We use this, and the reason for that is because it makes contractions stronger, and if for whatever reason they're low on calcium, it boosts them. That is the only time we use this, is during the labor process. Nurture-Mate is colostrum supplement. Generally this is used for weak puppies, but we have used it on puppies that decided to get coccidia really young to help get them through. We also generally do give newborns just a little bit as soon as they're born to boost them, just in case. Or if we don't do that, because the puppies just seem to be doing really well, because it's not necessary if they're doing really well. We have used this on a puppy that's a little smaller to help them boost for fighting their own siblings for nourishment, because that's kind of the biggest thing when they're born, is the biggest strongest puppy is going to take up most of the feeding. So for the smaller guys, they need a little help. Not much. Usually we'll give them a little bit of this within a couple hours of them being born, and then we'll just focus on, for the smaller ones, getting them better nursing areas for when they go to nurse, so they get prime real estate, if that makes sense. So that's it. That's pretty much it. We have 3 more smaller heating pads. Those ones are for the Pomeranians. And that's all that goes in the whelping bag. The thermometer is supposed to be in here, but I think Peyton used that on one of the cats the other day, and it hasn't made its way back in here. That's also important to have, to check temperatures on puppies that seem off. Or if you're trying to estimate labor and whether a mom is in labor, which I need to check Starlight, is to check their temperature, because they'll have a drop prior to going into active labor. So they're in pre-labor, they have a drop of their temperature, and it's usually quite significant. We haven't found it to be like extremely helpful as of yet, but we also I feel like I haven't gotten the timing right on it. So that might just be my own user error, to be honest. So yeah, and formula scoop, we have formula, it's in the freezer. We have all those things just in case we need them. I do not use gloves during the birthing process, because if I need to help them, I have to feel. I have to be able to feel. There has to be texture to my fingers to be able to grab and hold. Gloves does not help whatsoever. I tried it once, and I tried it for like not even 10 seconds. Hated it. So what I do prior to them going into active labor, I cut my nails real short. I clean them out. I clean up my arms and all that, my hands really well prior. So, and then I stay with the mom till she's done, because I don't really want to, touch anything else, bring anything else in, and have to wash my hands again. So that's it. That's our puppy bag. Look at Sacer. Our bed needs the cover on it. She put some blood on it, so I gotta treat the mattress, and I gotta clean all this. I didn't realize she was bleeding as of yet, and she kind of, see how bad she's panting? It's not that hot. And that's one of the things that is really making me suspicious. is that right there. And here's a comparison. So Sear's panting, okay? She's panting, but she's not panting as hard. Sear also just generally seems more comfortable. Now she has been hiding, but as a whole, she has been hiding a little bit more throughout her pregnancy anyway, because she's been more cranky toward the other dogs. Sear is supposed to be due Monday. The earliest Starlight should be due is Sunday, but she could go a little earlier, and that'll be all right. But yeah, she just seems real uncomfortable to me. Number expectation of pups for Sear, 4+. Probably just 4, but there's the possibility of there being more. It looks awful crowded in there. But probably just 4, but 4+. We're going to estimate between 4 and 6. Starlight, my estimation for her is 6+, between 6 and 8 is our current guess. Just by the way she looks, by what we felt like we saw on ultrasounds leading up to this point, you know, how big her belly looks, etc. Poor girl, she's tired. She was panting on Restless all night. And, yeah. So that's it. In case everybody was curious about what we do and how we go about it. So yeah, she just seems more comfortable, more attentive. Boxes are ready. This bed won't be in here. That'll be taken out. Boxes are ready. We're just waiting for them to give birth. So talk to you guys probably during their birth. Bye bye.